Hey guys, welcome back to the Virginia Midland HO layout. I'm going to do something different here today. This is probably going to be a series of videos. I don't know how many I'm going to do yet. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go around and kind of give you the tour of my layout, show you about each industry, type of cars again, what they do and everything like that. Just show you some details. Most of the upper layout industries are complete. I still need to do a lot of detailing. That stuff I think you do later on when pretty much your layout's done. As you can know, my lower layouts, lower level is not even close to being to that. But it's very workable, very runnable layout, and some details. Got some things I wanted to change. But I'm just going to go through and show you each industry, like I said, kind of cars, just some little whatnot, what kind of a building it is, what I did with it, what it does, what it serves. Um, and probably do 2 or 3 industries, short videos where you can get them out quickly. Me not doing a whole lot of talking, and that's the way I envision it. So let's get this started. We're going to start right here with Rappahannock. I can't even say Rappahannock today. Rappahannock Aggregates, and we'll go from there. I'll see you here in a sec. All right, we're going to start with Rappahannock Aggregates. This is on the Virginia Central. If you follow my layout, the Virginia Central is a branch line that comes off over behind us and comes over and serves one main industry, the Rappahannock Aggregates. As you can see, this is right here by my door to the room here. There's my front door to my house. We got 2 tracks over here. The far track is the Virginia Midland main line, and then we have the Virginia Central. You see the caboose under the overhead or the overpass. This is the plant. Can't even speak today. This is the road into the plant, as you can see that, and then probably need to protect it a little bit better with the crossing there. I think from this vantage point, that road going in the background looks pretty good. My light switch is over there right above the truck, which is not a great place to put one, but we'll zoom in over here a little bit. You'll see the main building, or I guess the operations hut there, or building, and then over in the background you see 2 tracks for the sand hoppers to unload, and we have a truck and the other side where they come in and load the trucks. So this is a pretty busy plant here, probably the busiest industry on the layout. All right, we'll back away from here and get you a better view here. There's a sign there for the Rappahannock Aggregates. We get 2 bay hoppers in with sand, and of course, like I told you, they load the dump trucks and they take it elsewhere. So the main, I guess, ground covering here is a fine sand. Looks good in the video here. Doesn't look too great in person. Usually it's the other way around, but I think it came out okay. I probably need to go back and do some touch-ups. Here we are at the back side of Rappahannock Aggregates. As you can see, underneath the track is where the bays unload into a conveyor belt, and the conveyor belt takes them up a little ways and then to the elevator in the middle of the 2 silos, which go all the way to the top, and then they load silos and they load into the trucks waiting below. This kit is by Walthers. I forget exactly the name of it, but you can find that. Thought I was going to have to scratch build one of these, but Walthers came through in the clutch, I guess about a year or so ago, and I was like, man, it is perfect. We have one of these nearby, where it is actually the opposite. The trucks actually load the hoppers. So, this is Rappahannock Aggregates. Here we are at Mid-Atlantic Feeds. This is over on the Midland. As you can see, Rappahannock Aggregates is right here. And just across the way here is the largest industry on the layout, Mid-Atlantic Feeds, or MAF. As you can see, it's got two different buildings, actually three different buildings. This is the standard Walthers elevator, and I believe this is a Walthers building also. But they've been changed around a little bit. The elevator's pretty much the same except for the loading, or I'm sorry, the unloading bays. I'm going to probably do that into a double unloading bay because the elevator is just so darn big. I just don't think two cars going just loading that giant elevator. So that is a change. As you can see, my roof is not complete. I have the holes up there. I'm probably going to change that whole entire bay to something different where it can hold 4 cars. That's your standard, built the standard way, like Walthers wants you to put another, like a pike stuff building in between, a connector between the buildings. As you can see, you probably can't see because of the trees and stuff, but we have a parking lot here. Mid-Atlantic Feeds, and we have the bay doors, or the truck loading doors right here, and then we have the two, we have a reefer there. It's just parking temporary, but they load box cars here, and then of course the feed and everything comes in at the elevator end. What Mid-Atlantic Feeds does is a pretty large company here in Fredericksburg. They produce pet food, so horse, any types of chicken feed, dog food, cat food, any types of feed for farm animals, or even cats and dogs. This is what they do here. And it goes out on box cars on this end. And of course, this end is it's almost like a pyramid or a triangle where, this is at one time the elevator was served by the Virginia Central, but that changed up. I'm going to reconfigure my track down through this way. Had a crossing and everything, and I took that out. So, Mid-Atlantic Feeds, two standard Walthers buildings, elevator, and I believe, I can't think of George Washington Manufacturing or something. I'm not sure. Check out the books, you can figure it. I think they've used this for a couple different things. So, this is Mid-Atlantic Feeds, pretty much done. I may have thought about changing the elevators, but I think I might just go ahead and leave it. It's kind of a signature scene in here, and probably one of my first structures I built on the Midland. So, Mid-Atlantic Feeds. Alright, here we are at our third industry of the tour today. This is Specialized Beverage. Specialized Beverage is tucked in over here in a corner over behind Mid-Atlantic Feeds, and you can see the buildings beside is Old Dominion Foods. We'll cover that one in the next video. Specialized Beverage, you guessed it, they bring in beer and it is distributed to the area. Mainly a lot of the, any types of beer, but a lot of the Mexican blends and stuff like that, the Mexican different types of beers, so your Corona and stuff like that. So we get all different types of boxcars in here. As you can see, I've got a pretty detailed loading scene here, or loading dock. I took the boxcars out so you can see this. So they get about 2 or 3 cars every time we switch it out. So and sometimes you have to do some little switching maneuvers in there. But it's just one track spur, and it's right across from where Mid-Atlantic Feeds ships out their finished product. This area is all reached by Industrial Drive, which I will zoom down here so you can actually see, and I'm unscrewing the wrong thing. Industrial Drive is right here. As you can see, this is the Virginia Central in the foreground that goes over to the aggregate place. Industrial Drive is the main link to Mid-Atlantic Feeds. All the other buildings are serviced off the layout, and they're not modeled or shown. We have 2 buildings here on Industrial Drive, which we have Industrial Supply Co., which pretty much electrical place. Got some buildings, or got some people and stuff out here, some figures and stuff like that. Then over on the other side, we have 2 other little buildings. We have Diner by the Tracks, which is a great place to get something to eat and watch some trains go by. I believe one of my figures fell down there on the bench here. Got some little dirt road or dirt parking lot area, and then we got like a small masonry place. They don't do a whole lot. Sometimes we'll get a boxcar, and then we have the old depot that's on the Virginia Central. All right, guys, that finishes up the tour of the Midland here for this part. This is part 1. I'll do the rest of them. Hopefully, maybe 3 or 4 videos. I'm shooting for 3. That's what I'm shooting for. But this is this side of the layout. We went over Rappahannock Aggregates, Midland Feeds, and Specialized Beverage. So, hopefully I give you some ideas. If you got questions about any techniques or any buildings or anything like that, please comment below. You can email me here, or you can go to my blog and ask me a question. It doesn't matter. I'll be glad to help you out any way possible. And like I said, this is a learning experience. I've been doing this in modeling for a while, and I'm really glad everything's finally coming. The strange thing is, sometimes, these are some of the older, except for the aggregate place, some of the older things I first modeled, and when I'm starting to finish on the other side, it makes me want to go and change a few things, just like the Mid-Atlantic feeds. But right now, it's good enough, and once I get most of my major things accomplished, I'll go back and change a few things here. And that's it for this video. Hopefully it won't take too long for my part 2 to come out. But be patient. If you don't see anything for a week or two, don't freak out or anything like that. But it'll be coming to you as soon as I can, because I want to show you what I've got accomplished, and hopefully it gives you some ideas, gives you some inspiration. So you guys hopefully had a great Thanksgiving. December is next week. It's hard to believe that. But you guys, I will see you next time.